Hi, Keidras here. So, it's been a while. I recorded quite a bit of footage and then realized that, oh, it was no longer, OBS was not recording. So, anyway, it's been a while. We are playing Phoenix Point, which is a very XCOM like game. Not quite, it's from the original XCOM creator. I'm going to be making a lot of these videos and we're just going to jump right into it. We are playing on not the hardest difficulty, but the one right above that, Hero, I believe, and we're going to be doing it in basically Iron Man mode. So I have some counters at the bottom. If you'd like me to add some more, let me know. Please subscribe. YouTube changed their algorithm. I don't usually ask for subscriptions, but I need 1,000 subscribers now in order to use AdSense and all that fun jazz. So if you could share this video and subscribe to it, that would be fantastic, and I would love you forever. A lot has been going on. I bought a house in Las Vegas, so that's why I haven't been around. I've been busy with roller derby, swing dancing, and all of those kind of things. I did do a playthrough and got New Jericho up to 100% just to kind of see how things go. But then things got really difficult, and that was on the easier setting, so this is probably going to be even harder. There's quite a difficulty spike in this game that you can be quite unprepared for, but there are ways to kind of manage it. So we're going to go ahead and play through. I did start the tutorial and then got through the first part before I realized, hey, my streaming software was not recording. I might stream some. I usually don't stream just because it's hard with my schedule and all the things I got. Oh, I do kickboxing now, like a lot of times too, a week. So quite busy on the cardio aspect of things. But I have like 2,000 hours in games of XCOM. I played Backer Build 5 quite a bit for this. I'm not going to go over and read everything. If you really want to know the lore, there's a great channel by a guy named Retcon Raider who did a lot of lore overview. I will probably link him in the description below because I really like his videos. A few other people are playing Phoenix Point right now. Marbazer, Wonderbots, Decohorant, I believe, and who else? Oh, Christopher Odd. I like. He's got a lot of good stuff too. So I'm probably gonna be mostly putting out Phoenix Point videos. This channel is mostly let's plays of video games, some role playing stuff for role playing games that I host because I run a Pathfinder game every Saturday, which I'd love to stream sometime, but I don't know. So anyway, getting back into the game, we're going over our inventory, which is a lot more like the original XCOM UFO Defense back on Windows 95 MS-DOS days. One of the first computer games I ever played a long time ago. Such a good game. But everything has a weight. If you can carry stuff that goes over your weight, it'll just reduce some of your AP. And it does cost stuff to pick things off the ground, though you can get abilities that basically remove that. There are these chests. These chests get looted automatically whenever you win a game or a match. However, there's also the enemies will drop stuff. That stuff does not get looted automatically. You need to pick it up in order to take it back to your base. So that was a horrible move, and normally your characters stop when that happens, but I think they're just wanting to show, yeah, they can move into that allied square. Everything in this game is projectiles are each individually rendered, and it matters on where that stuff goes. So right now we see that we're bleeding. Our will went down because we have a broken body part. If you get beneath your will points down to 0, I think it goes to -1 is when you panic. I think 0 is fine. Let's see, ready item bars. Move this guy here. That wants me to use a grenade on these guys. It's super rare. Grenades are awesome, but they're never going to actually kill 2 units like right off the bat like that. That I've never seen that happen. You usually just damage some body parts. They're good for destroying like legs and stuff, I guess, or shields. med kit. So we got our action point system, which is nice because I can move here and then move back. The blue shows you how far you can move and still shoot a weapon, and the yellow, or not even a weapon, but whatever device you have selected actually. So if you have a stun taser thing, or if it's a med kit, we can see how far we can move and still use it. Med kits do stop burning, acid, and bleeding. Let's select this guy. We're gonna move over here. The only time I haven't, so even playing New Jericho, the only time I ever get allied units is in Haven defenses, and those are just civilians, and you can get them and move them out of the map, which is nice. This guy's gonna use a jump jet to move over here. Yeah, so see will points and advanced abilities. I'm not gonna read all of this. You can pause it if you would like to. We're basically just gonna be trying to get out of the tutorial and find out where we're starting on the map. I don't know if starting with a tutorial makes some things at the start a little bit easier, I think is why I did it, because you have your set kind of your set missions, whereas if you don't start with a tutorial, you could start with 3 ambushes, so that's not fun. Combat reactions, return fire is something that I love and take on almost every class.
Heading out.
If we move over here, like it's recommended, we shoot, we can see that his little icon that showed that he had return fire. Now, I've heard that return fire goes back and forth. I don't think that's the case anymore. I was watching Marbrazer's stream and he was complaining about it, but I don't think return fire goes back and forth until you run out of bullets. But then again, I haven't actually ran into that situation at all. Overwatch is a lot different than it is in, well, I won't say a lot, but the XCOM. So, you click on Overwatch, you have this cone. One thing that I did not know when I started without going through the tutorial is I was trying to use my mouse wheel, and that goes up and down levels. You can adjust the width by holding control, and then this will let you get a wider area of effect.
Covering.
Select your character and then select info. So we can find out stuff about our guy. Our torso is disabled. We do have to manage ammo as well in this game. We can find out what we're proficient with, our current status of overwatching, things like that. Go ahead and end the turn. Go ahead and trigger this Overwatch. Yay, scripted events, right? My green screen's actually working quite well. My kind of ghost hands. So I'm in my office. Alright. Now are we kind of doing what we want? Alright, so let's just go ahead and end this charade.
We got them.
There is friendly fire. That is something you need to look out for. And then the heavy cannon is quite awesome. Some people prefer starting with making a grenade launcher right away, which requires researching Arthron Autopsy to do that. I'm not actually a big fan of the grenade launcher. I prefer this cannon. It's amazing. It does 180 damage, and the grenades only do 80. So the grenades are nice because they do have a long distance and can go over things. But direct damage, you cannot beat this cannon. Like, even in my New Haven playthrough, I was using it all the way up till basically where I am now, which was pretty far. I just unlocked Pandoran Citadels, which we'll get to. There are, I think it's Nest, Layers, Citadel. I don't know if there's anything beyond that because I could not find the Citadel that I was looking for. It was actually, with New Jericho, it was hard to get they're at war with both the other factions,
The
and it
Phoenix
was very
Project
hard.
was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to End All Wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues.
Yes, my hair is
We had
half
bases
pink.
in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN, stripped of resources and scattered to the winds.
I wonder if I get to go to the moon.
We
That'd be
were
cool.
reduced to a secret, a memory. When the
Maybe
Pandora virus
DLC.
woke up, we should have been the first line of defense.
Blood moon.
When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sanhedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to
See,
adaptation
they're about
and biological
mutations,
change.
I think.
At war with
And
the
then New
world,
Jericho's about
and at odds
weapon,
with
like
each other. These
armor piercing and
factions
gauss
cannot
weaponry.
find a way
We
forward.
don't really know what
Now the
Sanhedrin
mist
are.
is returning,
Stealth and stuff?
and armies
I
are
just want to try
rising
and see
from
what
the
their
sea.
like focus
Without the
is.
Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
Because in the backer build, I was able to get friendly with all 3 factions, which I don't think you can do in this build. All right, so now we're at the Geoscape and doing the Geoscape tutorial. So normally you would not start with a vehicle bay broken, but this is tutorial. We've got our base. It's not too bad. We only have 2 unusable spaces, so we're going to be able to expand quite a bit. 3, but still, it's better than I've seen some people that have 4. And we want to make sure we have power and all of the things. Research lab lets us research things. Fabrication lets us make things. Generator access lift lets us basically, they say that's where you start in base defense, but that doesn't seem to be true. You can use this to escape your base if you need to run away though. Living quarters, this restores stamina. Medical bay restores health. Store, you can only have so much stuff laying around before you have to build another store. So like lakes lets us scan, and vehicle bay, of course, we have right now 0 of 0 vehicles and 1 of 0 aircraft. Once this is fixed, we'll have build up another aircraft here and get 2 vehicles. And yeah, so let's go back to Geoscape. We're starting in South America, near Argentina. Where's that? I forget how far Argentina goes up. So we're gonna let some time go by. We've got production, food. I usually build food quite soon so we can start building up those resources because that's what I trade for. I don't know if there's any other way to increase these 2. I haven't seen it yet. We have a manticore, and let's go ahead and go to this unexplored site because we can't do anything else. We will explore it. We can't even start a scan yet. And of course, we're going to go to a scavenging site and we can meet our soldiers. Oh no, we can't even. So normally, before you start the mission, it'll actually give you the option of editing and re-equipping your soldiers. One thing that is interesting, so with the logistics management in this game, and you have to have soldiers on certain aircraft and between certain space and stuff, but your equipment can be moved across the map instantaneously. So you don't have to go to another base to grab another weapon or grab a thing of armor that's in a store. Basically anywhere in the world, if you've built it, you can switch it out right away, which I guess, it's not very true to world, but gamifying the system, it makes life easier, and you can be like, oh, hey, he would have grabbed this in his thing before he left or something, in case you forgot, which is nice. but I guess it depends on how realistic you're trying to get on logistics, and it would be a pain in the ass, honestly, if you had to manage your inventory based on location as well. And also, so you used to be able to, when you recruit soldiers now, first they'll go to whatever vehicle you're recruiting at once you've unlocked recruitment. But if you don't have the space on a vehicle, they will go to the nearest Phoenix base, which used to not be the case. You used to actually have to have space on your vehicle in Backer Build 5 to recruit new soldiers. So that's nice that they changed that kind of quality of life thing. Because that was also, it was just a waste of time having to go back, unload a guy, go back to Haven, recruit a guy, take him back if you wanted him to start at a training facility, which gives like passive XP. So here's our Manticore. Very XCOM 2-ish landing screen. I've seen the Manticore and the Thunderbird, which is the New Haven that gives you 7 slots, I believe. All right, so we start with 2 assaults, a sniper, and a heavy. And these guys, I don't know if these are just random. So most of these are backers, which I ordered the signature edition. I actually ordered 2 because I ordered it on the Epic launcher. And then they're like, oh, if you order it through the website, you can do the backer build. So I did that and tried to get a refund on Epic, and Epic didn't give me a refund. And so basically I have 2 copies, and I'm not even sure if I have the right one installed, because I think the signature, I got like all the DLC. But anyway, so here we've got a Mist Sentinel. If we look at this, these have high hit points, pretty high will. And when you shoot these, they will start releasing mist that not only reduces the will of your soldiers, but it also basically provides cover. But since this is the only thing we see, and we want to protect our crates, I actually quite commonly don't use cover in this game. I probably should now that I'm playing on a higher difficulty. We're going to go ahead and shoot this now. We can see the head. It's been alerted. Successful. It's preparing to release its mist on the next round, which is fine. So right now you'll see these are the pips that everything costs. We can switch to a handgun. And they still, we have a little bit of like a half a time unit left, so we could advance forward. I'm going to take a step back. And then with this guy, so we can go to the blue area, and that is where we still have a shot.
Moving out.
We'll go here. We're going to do Overwatch. We're going to make it kind of wide. Go to this side. Another Overwatch. We'll do this one just down this way.
I'm on Overwatch.
And then the heavy. Let's see. Let's go here. See what kind of shot we have. This is probably not going to be very accurate. Yeah, like, so we have less than a 25% chance really to hit that. If we did hit it, it would die. Not worth it. And we're just going to go ahead and dash him up to... See, there's not really a lot of full cover. Like, you'd think this would be full cover, but it's not. But then again, based on the projectiles, a lot of things are full cover, but don't say. The difference is with it, when it shows you the icon, you can kind of step out of it, whereas when it doesn't, you can't really step around.
On the double.
But a lot of things can also be destroyed. A lot of things. Some things you would not expect. Another thing I haven't really seen that are indestructible. These rocks are indestructible, of course. And then like ladders. I think these things are indestructible maybe. The light posts. Yeah. What kind of nest are we starting with? So shield. Oh, mind fragile, those guys can't. Those guys could be nasty. They mind control you if they get close. We'll take this step forward. So this we'll set up for that mine fragger. And then this guy will also set up for the mine fragger. Oh, actually. Okay, so these guys are claws, which are... We're lucky. So, oh, machine gun. Okay, so they can shoot at us. Claws and shield is like the easiest start because you can just kind of wait for them to get close to you. How is this shot? That's not bad, but I don't want to waste that much ammo. So what we're going to do is go ahead and have you shoot first at that mine fragger when it comes through. Or maybe you. Alright, so we got that mine fragger, got another mist sentinel, that mine fragger. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and watch these guys' backs.
Got this covered.
And then you, I think we're just gonna take a shot. This guy again. And we'll go ahead and I'm not really worried about these guys shooting at him from the distance they're at, so we'll move forward, let them advance a little bit. Alright. He's bleeding, so you don't have to worry about him. These little white areas will give you will back, which is nice. I don't know if it's for your whole squad or if it's just for the soldier that goes into it. That's another thing I'm not quite 100% certain on. They didn't really do much. We're gonna move here. You see the mine fragger.
Is a clear shot.
Take it out one shot. Good job. I also wish it kind of gave you kind of XCOM where it tells you if they're gonna get a promotion or not, which is nice. Can we jump jet? Anywhere useful? Let's go here. So it reduces will, but this guy can't move any far, but he can take a lot of damage, which is nice. He has pretty high armor.
Right there.
We've still got this mine fragger to the left, so I want to prepare for that. And just in case he misses. So it cost him 5 will points to use that ability, but things near him that were in the mist got +1. So he spotted our guy that was hiding. He's going to shoot at the crates, unfortunately. Materials crate. I'm actually really surprised that mine fragger is not advanced. So we're going to move up. And we're going to go ahead and take out... He's got return fire. That little return fire icon. But if we hit him just right, it shouldn't matter. Alright, well, we destroyed his shield. Oh, I should have gone outside. Maybe destroy that machine gun.
Let's go.
Alright, advance
Enemy
you.
spotted.
Oh, you're bleeding out, so we might just let you do your thing. See if we can take care of this guy. He's probably going to bleed out. Let's find out. 20, 10. Oh, we still might want to take him out so he can't shoot us then, which is unfortunate.
Standing by.
Let's move you here. See, that's not very accurate with the handgun just yet. Much smaller radius for the sniper rifle. We're just gonna go and take a shot.
Hostile neutralized.
We don't want him shooting us. We're gonna go ahead and move you here. So we still had this arthropod, and then there's a mine fragger over here somewhere, which I think this one can get to us. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this like really close.
Got this covered.
Oh, and this one's gonna get hidden in the mist, but hopefully it'll come through. You're not really doing anything. That's okay. You're gonna destroy that crate, which sucks, but it helps. I think those guys can always use their shield, no matter what. Alright, let's move here. Let's go ahead and you can hit tab. I'm going to go ahead and go for this one, so we can do more damage to it. Dazing reduces... Like, does it actually tell us what daze does? No. So things I've seen that daze usually can't use in action, but then I've seen things with daze that can use in action, so I'm not quite sure how daze works. I think maybe you can do, like, maybe it limits the amount of actions you can do. That's another tooltip that they need to explain a little bit better. Let's move here. Go ahead and take out this Mist Sentinel. It's going to reduce all of the enemy's willpower by a little bit. We're going to move here. We are not going to shoot at this because we still have that other mine fragger that was over here.
Moving now.
And this might actually be a good case for grenade usage. Yeah, like remember the tutorial how this killed that guy right away? Those two guys? See how little damage they actually do even when directly on the enemy? We disabled his shield, damaged his shield, disabled his arm and his head. Okay, that's good. This guy's going to mind control us probably, which is fine. Alright, he's running. I don't think this will pierce my guy. But I have seen sniper bullets pierce through enemies. That's kind of... Oh yeah, I totally pierced through. I didn't even hit the mine fragger. Oops. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake.
Aiming. I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, He's panicked. Where's the other mind fragger? Let's switch to our pistol. See if we can help our friend out here. Man, that is not good. Already starting strong, boys.
Right there.
Are you all boys? No. Two girls?
Comms online.
Gabrielle, Babe, C. Jack,
What's our move?
Adrian.
Hold the position.
I swore there was another mind fragger. Okay, so he's gonna come up and shoot us, which is fine. We need to actually repair health. Or it tutorializes us going back to base anyway. But now we can also
Standing by.
do this.
Repositioning.
Can you redeem yourself? I want to make sure we hit the mind fragger. Did we not? Oh my goodness.
What's our move? Moving out.
You might die. Oh. Oh, the other guy must have ran away. So you'll see the little, like, Pandoran icons on the side of the map. Those are not only places where they can get reinforcements from, but also places where they can run away from. And here we see we got a level up for 100 XP. This guy's injured. And then we've got 3 skill points that go to, I think every time they level up, they get 50 skill points. And then there's a pool, kind of like XCOM, because every soldier has their own class skills, and then one branch that is basically unique to them. And then at level 4, you can choose from your available classes, so starting with sniper, assault, and heavy, to kind of dual class. And then if you unlock New Jericho, you get access to their base class. So New Jericho's base class is assault, actually, I think. Or I think maybe they have heavies. Anbu have a berserker you can get really early on. Everyone else, I think you need to unlock advanced classes. Item rewards. So now we see that our guys are, hey, they're injured. We have space for 2 more guys. We need to return to base because it tells us to. Now we can go to the tutorial of actually leveling our people up and seeing their equipment. We're going to give you that and a grenade. We're going to give you that. We're gonna give, and what's nice is for each one of these, you need ammo. You need spare ammo. Spare ammo. We could recreate these items. Weapons take time to manufacture. I think grenades do too. Med packs and regular ammo, however, are free. You can also filter based on the classes over here. This shows you basically what they can use. You're gonna get that. Okay, so you want to increase your strength a little bit. So we're gonna use the Phoenix points to do that. Oh, and also when you start an armor game, you have all these unlocked, of course, so you can start research right away. We did not get to be able to do that, though. This is amazing because this lets us do pistol shots for free. We're also going to increase basically your speed, and we'll do 1 point of willpower. Launchpad. You did not level up. I think Launchpad was the only one that leveled up, right? Yeah. Research. Go ahead and start atmospheric analysis, which will let us see the mist, These little icons show us things that you might have to... Normally it would show you like, hey, there's something here that can be researched, but since we're being tutorialized... Alright, now we see the mist, which always starts in the water, and it spreads as that reaches elevations, and I think mountains hold it off. I also think, I think the Sanandrian get tech that lets you repel the mist, which is another reason I kind of like starting with them. Yeah, so we can build some medkits instantly right now because it's telling us to. Go back to the geoscape, start an area scan because it's telling us to. We can see our kind of vehicle radar, and then this will scan for additional sites in the area. So there's a nest somewhere here along the coast that we'll want to. It will attack areas within this red are a little bit more difficult. There's usually, so early on there might be more types, variants of the anthropods. We unlocked the Phoenixpedia and diplomacy, which we haven't found anybody. Shock damage. Oh, does it? Let's see if it tells us in here. Dazed characters will have 1 AP for their next turn, and their accuracy will be halved. They will lose their dazed status at the end of their turn. Dazed status does not stack, so shock damage on an already dazed character has no further effect. Poison does accumulate. The weapon inflicts at least some standard damage. The poison damage value is added. Poison can accumulate from attacks. At the start of the affected character's turn, its poison value is subtracted from general hit points. Okay, so that's just like bleeding, but it's poison, and it lasts, and then it goes down every round. So if you're bleeding 10, you're always going to be bleeding 10. If you're poison 10, next round's going to be 9, 8, 7, etc., unless you stack more. So acid affects armor, so that's a way to reduce armor. So I think that's another thing Sanhedrin has, is they have acid damage a lot instead of armor piercing. Paralyze, this took me a little bit to figure out too, because you can paralyze something and it reduces its strength value, and then once the strength value gets so low, it actually becomes like paralyzed and can't move. Virus damage is actually nice. I was using that. There's some skills you get. This reduces will points, which lets them use really good on like mind controlling enemies that have to use will points, because you can stop them from controlling your mind. Fire damage is reduced by 10 every round and can't go over 40. So like bleeding, like poison, but goes down. Shred damage, of course, affects armor only, so it doesn't affect just pieces without armor, only affects armor. Piercing goes through armor. Psychic affects wills. These are all the different statuses. Paralyzed, cannot move or perform action. Paralysis, dex must be reduced. Enrage, Mutog only. I think that's like the alien dog that I've seen, that I've only seen in other people's playthroughs. I have never seen one myself. Havens. Factions. Okay, so yeah, friendly, supportive, aligned, and allied. You get quests for each one of those. Research done. Here's all the weapons we start with. Here's all the armor we start with. Medkits. We can build a scarab right away. We might want to not do that. Oh, these are different lores from all the videos we've watched. World War III. Alright, research. We want to do recruitment first. And then we'll do this to unlock grenades, and also, so if we capture one, we can do more damage to them by getting it alive. Then we'll do this because it unlocks more research. This, and then if we wanted to, so this is just putting in a queue, and we could move it up. If we had an ally, we could see what they're researching too, so you don't double up. And of course, we can see what we've completed. All right, so let's get into the actual game now. Finally, 40 minutes later. That's all right. I'm not sure how I'll be splitting up these YouTube videos. I might just do like super long ones. I like long videos. I know the standard YouTube dynamic is... Oh, we should probably go and actually... Well, no, we'll wait until our stamina's full.
Research complete.
We can now recruit also that. And actually, let's go ahead and do trade. Because I want to go to the base. I want to build food production. And I also want to build... Do we have training quarters? We don't. Build. Is it not? Am I blind? Uplink, energy, living, training facility. I do not see one. Build. And let's go here. See what we got. Explore. Could be an ambush. Could be Synedrion. Fantastic. We are probably not ready for this just yet. They do have a soldier we can get. We need more food and more... And it's a sniper. I do really like snipers. Alright, let's see what's over here. We do have... Oh, we can... Yeah. Let's research Synedrion. We'll go... like that. We found a bunker. Sadly, a significant part of the archive seemed to be destroyed by the mold, but we got a lot of stuff. Research advanced. That might actually give us... Does that give us enough for... 52, 356. Not quite. We need more food. Alright, that's fine. Let's start advancing towards
Research complete.
the mist. We can now trade with havens. Did that have a trading opportunity? No, not yet. Okay. Explore. Oh, we didn't get our stamina all the way up, but that's okay. It only goes down by like, I think 10. Scavenging site. Okay, good. So threat level's low. It's at night, which makes it a little bit harder for... You can stealth a little bit easier. And of course, enemies Pandoran. It's usually that or the 3 factions. Oh, it's our health that's actually low. Blue is health, white is stamina. That's still fine. Deploy squad. Let's do this. Take another sip of some ginseng green tea with honey and ginseng. Pretty good stuff. I am on a 20-day fitness challenge with a very... So I'm intermediate fasting, so I don't really eat between 8 at night and 12 in the afternoon. So I eat anything I want between... Well, I don't eat anything I want. Theoretically, I could eat anything I wanted between 12 and 8 p.m. But since I'm doing this fitness thing, it's also super limited on like the meals that I'm eating. Like I have a list of things, and it's mostly proteins, veggies. Proteins, veggies is the big thing. I'm trying to lose like 20 pounds. I've already lost like, I don't know. I used to be 260. I got down to 200. Now I'm like 220. So, because, holidays, and we had a taco themed Thanksgiving. So happy late Thanksgiving, early holidays, Christmas, New Year's for everybody, depending on when you're watching this. So excited for 2020. Hopefully doing a lot more videos. Again, please subscribe if you have not. I might cut these. I'll probably cut these by missions, but right now I'm just doing one large, gigantic recording. So we'll see how that goes. I guess we can call this like the premiere. It's also midnight here because I fell asleep in the afternoon and woke up late at night because, awesome like that. So this is taking a little bit longer to load. I need to get like a good SD secondary hard drive. I had one, it fails. The problem with SSDs is they have, so actually my day job is in IT kind of. Technically it's security, but I do all of our IT stuff for the company that I work for. And we used to be just an IT company and did like sales and stuff, but we got rid of that part of the company. And I kind of stayed on with the security side of things. But one of the things, and we did resell and stuff, and with SSD cards, one of the problems you have, they're great, they're fast, but they have a limited amount of read-write cycles, which means they're always going to fail once they've written so much data up to a certain point. Which, it can last pretty long, but once you got there, you're done, and there's no fixing it. There's no rewriting the data anymore at that point. Alright, so we're starting with another Mist Sentinel. This one... Okay. We're going to advance you. See if we see anything. We don't.
Comms online.
We'll move you to this half
Be
cover.
right there.
We're going to go ahead and trigger this. I think I almost always go for the head for these. Yeah, 2020, 240, roots 240. Everything reduces, so it's really, the head's really the only viable option. I think I'm going to try to take this shot. We got like a 50-50 shot right here. Oh, we missed. That was not a good shot, but that's okay. Maybe I should have started with that. Oh, we found an enemy who's behind us. Oh, because you're injured, you start with less action points. Got it.
All I need is a clear shot.
Yeah, I did that totally so I could show you. Okay, so this guy has a pincer, and he can spit poison. Which he still has to get pretty close for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this more likely... Let him advance to us so we can get a better
Covering.
shot spread, right?
Moving to position.
Alright, let's see. You're gonna spawn. That's fine. Got this crate. Like I said, you get crates automatically, I think, the contents when you get a mission, but not items that are dropped by enemies. Which I kind of wish you could get that, but I understand why they don't, because you could actually be getting a lot of stuff if that was the case. Oh, he did not advance. Let's do this. Let's go up here. See if we can find any more enemies. I really like the jump jets. This is a large area over here. Because he can't shoot us, so... Like, I'm still going to focus on this guy. And like I said, so this guy, we could actually move. And because all these enemies, there might not be one that has a ranged ability, except for the Spitterhead, which has a short distance. So cover isn't as important.
I'm on the move.
But it still does help, right? Let's see if we can take this out. No.
On the mark.
Maybe with the other guy.
Heading out.
I do play kind of aggressive and kind of fast compared to a lot of YouTubers you'll see. I really love Christopher Odd and watching it. I should have shot at the top. But hey, luckily our spray hit that area. I love watching Christopher Odd, but my god, he is so slow sometimes. And he deliberates everything and makes good tactical judgments. Sometimes, most of the time. But sometimes I'm like, dude, and the amount of time he does like one mission, I might be able to do like 2 or 3. But guess I'm a little bit more impatient, which is probably going to bite me in the ass since we are playing on the hero difficulty. So can we look at that?
Execute.
That's like amazing, and I'm sad that I can't actually do this, but let's see here. All right, we're gonna do this.
Loud and clear.
I mean, I like that. But I also really like this. Oh, we hit the pillar. All right. Let's start whittling these guys down. She can't see the mind fragger. We're gonna go for this one to try to disable his arm. Success! So he can't do a melee attack on us. So because,
Confirming target.
well, yeah, let's move you up.
I'm on the move.
Okay, so there's two of those guys
Yes.
there. I'm not. There we go. Yeah, I probably should have done.
Moving now.
I'm gonna try to take one of these guys. So he'll bleed out. The other one's gonna get somebody. Those two bled out. Sadly did not panic. He's probably gonna get close enough to this guy. Yeah. And then he still has his arm. He does not have return fire yet. I will probably give him assault training so he can get dash and return fire. These might be the only enemies left. So we're gonna move up here. Try to shoot this thing off without shooting my guy in the head like I did last time. There we go. Much better. Yeah, we'll take this shot. Yeah, we'll take this shot again. Like I said, this might be the last enemy since we're still pretty early. But it might not, so I'm saving his movement. So yeah, we just saved ourselves having to use a medkit by finishing the mission. Of course, we will have to go back and heal. One of my friends just got back from Germany. She's in Los Angeles right now. Anyway, back to it. tea. This is a very large cup of tea. Because while fasting, I can still do. It is 0-calorie tea. Tea and water. Is this the Sanadrian guy? I know it's not Tobias West. And I need to get a new office chair because this one does not stay elevated. All right, so this is the stuff that was in those crates. You got some ammo, some food. We should have enough to, excuse me, recruit that guy now. Let's go do that first. Actually, before we do anything, we'll do level ups. Yeah, I can make you a brawler. I want his strength up a little bit higher, and then his speed, because he cannot move. We'll take 1 point from there. Launch pad. You did not level up. You're very close. Dash is amazing, and because we have dash, we want this up a little bit higher. And of course your speed. Grenade +2 speed. I'm taking this just for the +2 speed, because that's great. Alright. That's what we got for now. We're going to go pick this guy up and then go heal. And since it does take some time to build grenades, we're going to build a few of those. Ooh, we could build a scarab, but no. Not yet. We want to get recruits first. Alright, we have to do that mission to unlock them. Group of thieves who have stolen critical research. I mean, we could probably do it with 5. Especially now that we got 2 snipers. Let's take a look at this new guy. Nice. Thief. Interesting. And then, so we could take this off to start actually reverse engineering. Oh, does he not have any? Okay, so he didn't start with any equipment, which is weird. So we need to actually build him some sniper stuff. So we need that and that. And we'll make those first. Alright, so we'll go back to base. So I don't know why in my other game, when I started, they all started with equipment. Maybe it's something that you have to get so far researched or whatnot. Alright, so we got 150 research or whatever this is. These are materials.
Sanhedrin was built on a dream. A world without hierarchies, without leaders, where human beings could embrace the potential of technology without its destructive side effects. The radicals of the old world had been proven right. The status quo could not sustain itself. But what now? What was the next step? Some argued for coexistence with the Pandoran ecosystem, hoping for a peaceful solution. Others advocated putting humanity before nature and claiming the planet for themselves. Trusting in the safety of their havens, the people of Sanhedrin argued about the best way forward. But the Pandora virus had little interest in their arguments, and its power was still growing.
All right. So we're waiting for our wounds to heal. And then we'll go there so that we can start our relationships with Sinedrion. Because right now they're not even friendly. Actually, let's do this. Let this get up. Do I want to do that? I might want to wait for a 6th recruit. Let's explore this, because if this is a haven, it's going to be the first one that gets attacked. So this is a neutral haven? Coordinates of a lab that might provide answers for cybernetic implants. Okay. The Hand of Merlin. That's probably a thing we'll want to do eventually. Where is that? Oh, that's way over there. Alright, so we'll have to unlock stuff. So let's go ahead and work our way back. Because once a haven gets attacked, then you can help defend it, and it'll actually show you where the layers are. Thank you. So we can get food. Research center. Oh, that's a research. Even though it doesn't really affect your research because this is your research labs, which is so weird. Wow, you have the two. It's a faction research projects. Is that how you steal? When you raid these, is that how you steal their research, I guess? Okay. See what we got. Oh, we've been ambushed. Okay, well. So that was quick. So since it's still early, we should be fine. There's probably going to be mind fraggers and arthropods. Hopefully there's no tritons, because those might really hurt us right now with nothing. Oh, we've got that guy that doesn't have any equipment. Shoot. Forgot about that. Good going, Keidras. Good going. Oh, man. Well, so in this one, we'll start in the middle of the map, surrounded by enemies. It's usually, it's not always this, like, it's a pretty similar map usually. They are randomly generated, but there's not a big variety. There's a couple of different biomes. Like you have some temples, some like city stuff. Definitely not as much as XCOM, but hopefully once they add modding to this game, people will make more, or even with the DLC, I'm sure we'll add more variety. Excuse me. I wonder if we're seeing this because we're doing Sinedrion stuff, and that's this guy. Because when I did New Jericho, I saw Tobias West a lot on my loading screen. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not, but maybe it is. Who knows? I mean, this mission probably does usually take a little bit longer to load up because there are more enemies. And in fact, we've been running for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and restart it. So maybe I'll split the other video into two for two 30-minute videos, and yeah, we'll see. So I will see you guys shortly.